The LA Clippers on the road where they blew a 25-point lead in the second half of that game. Meanwhile, the Blazers start a road trip. Jusuf Nurkic wins that tip over Jokic. And again, the injury story and the health and safety protocol story is a big one for both. There's Jeff Green. JaMychal Green is not with the Nuggets tonight.
It was interesting when he took the court, though. He looked like he was loose and ready to go, and multiple people from the training staff were actually yelling at MPJ, "Don't jump, Michael. You're not allowed to jump, Michael."
It's important to them that they get out in transition more, and we saw it right there.
Jokic, and he throws it down! So we pick it back up, first quarter action from Denver. Blazers coming off their impressive, surprising win at home against Brooklyn. There's Smith flying high and lays it in.
And with his ability to both score and pass, it's going to be tough to blitz them all night.
Dennis Smith on the floor for the first time. Backup point guard now behind Monte Morris. And Jokic for three. Knocks it down. It was pure.
We're seeing all the passes. We saw him score in the paint. We've seen him get a couple of deflections defensively, and now we see him hit a three.
And Nurkic scores on Jokic inside. They'll reevaluate him in 6 to 8 weeks. There's Bones Highland, little step back. Ellaby's all over him, and Highland hits one right at Ellaby's face.
He's a very talented guy, can get to where he wants to go to on the floor. They need him to produce.
What a catch and finish by Jeff Green.
Mixing in a lot of zone tonight. A lot of guys who haven't played much in there for Portland now.
So
Watford, Blevins, Ellaby.
Najee just powers his way in.
That was mainly a function, quite honestly, of the inexperience the Blazers had to put on the floor. And you can put one guy out there. Oh my gosh.
Jeff Green, fountain of youth.
And that guy can play pretty well, but when you have to put 3 or 4 guys out there together that don't have experience, it gets very difficult. Nikola Jokic, some minutes on the bench that he normally can't afford to do.
Here's C.J. Ellaby, the southpaw, cashes it in. Denver on a 6-game homestand. They got the Lakers, the Jazz, the Clippers, Memphis. Here's Jokic on the take. He lays it in. Stephen Curry was #1, then LeBron James. Nurkic almost got a steal. Jokic gets it back. Morris rattles home a three. You're going to have to go back to the book, coach. Smith with Gordon on him. McLemore in the corner. And he hits it. Dre Patterson. So it seems that the Blazers are trying to get organized and get their plan together as Little finally hits after a drought of 0 for 6.
And it feels as if Joe Cronin, Chauncey Billups, and Damian Lillard are all in lockstep right now. As I reported a couple of weeks ago, Damian is in full support of Joe Cronin becoming the full-time general manager. And it feels as if Joe Cronin, Chauncey Billups, and Damian Lillard are all in lockstep right now. As I reported a couple of weeks ago, Damian is in full support of Joe Cronin becoming the full-time general manager.
To get us started right now, Denver up 18, 2.5 to go in this first half. Nurkic gets Jokic in the air, count the basket, and 1 for Jusuf Nurkic tonight here in Denver. Smith, and it's blocked by Jokic. He's got a couple of blocks now, filling up the stat sheet. Morris, oh! Jeff Green off the trampoline. So starting prior to that, then coming off the bench here recently, Barton, 2-man game with Jokic, who leaves it. And Green! Are you kidding? Oh! Throw it down! The Jeff Green Show.
And my bet is that we'll see him at 36 years old next year playing for a different team.
Probably so, as Robert Covington knocks down a three-pointer. Sprung free. Nice find.
Great pass again by Barton. And I don't know what Jeff Green's career high is for dunks.
2 state titles in high school at George Washington, 2 years at Colorado, and he's got a great foundation here in Denver. Barton hits a 3. Time.
Ball will be back part of the roster, but has not been activated, and now the Nuggets have to figure out what to do with him. There's also been rumors that they would sign DeMarcus Cousins, but that still seems a few days or weeks away.
He's averaging almost 4 rebounds more per game. He's at the top of my list. To have your second and third leading scorers out for essentially the entire season when he's on the court and off the court, this is an outstanding team when Jokic is playing, and one of the worst teams in the league when
Jokic with the rebound. Boy, the Blazers are shooting it miserably here as Austin Rivers.
So then they had to call 911, get an ambulance out there. He said that being at practice probably saved his life that it happened there. But what they're going to do now is on Monday, they're going to give him a full allergy test.
And the gluten-free mac and cheese didn't hold you over tonight, Coach?
I'm not a gluten-free guy. I think anybody can tell that just looking at me.
As the Clippers, the Grizzlies, and the Pistons. Turnover. Barton is down. Looks like he's hurt. McLemore lays it in, and Barton is still on the floor. Michael Malone told us earlier he had to have a chat, a one-on-one with Bones Highland before the game today, as Rivers cashes another one in, same corner. So he's got a couple of threes. Malone told us before the game he's got to earn his way on the floor. Ellaby with the strip, another turnover for Denver, and a lay-in.
How games turn around is when you're just giving the ball away at one end.
Oh, Jokic, and it goes! Count it! Jokic was up high. Will Barton is on his way back to the Nuggets bench. That's great to see. Oh, athletic finish by Smith. He is fouled. He's got a chance at a three-point play. 21-point game. Nuggets in the lead. And there's Highland. Kicks it to Campazzo for three. Boy, that looked pure right out of the hand. Denver up 24 now. Their biggest lead has been 26. Campazzo to Rivers. Third three-point shot made for Rivers.
And at times, those guys need some tough love so that they learn how to play the game with great discipline.
Well, and he's showing off some of that skill set there.
And talk to him about the offensive foul and some of the decisions.
Little turnaround. And that one went for no good, but there is Bouncy Brown. You see another one here. He's running the floor, coming up the left side. Elgin Blevins gives it up. Brendan Watford going strong. He's fouled and counted.
They've got guys out, and are going to have them out for the foreseeable future. They struggle on the road, and now they're going to play.
Land. Marcus Howard soon to check in. There's the Bouncy Brown, and he, associate producer, thanks to Joe Bowker, Elizabeth Crafton, Keon Grissom.